important throw to learn. Very basic hip throw, one of the most popular hip throws. Oh, anytime you see a throw that says O in front of it, that means big or major. So this is major hip throw. Goshi means hips. Koshi or goshi is hips. So it's a major hip throw. Using your hips, both feet are in square, both hips are in. You're pulling your partner on your hips. You're lifting with your hips, legs and hips, and throwing over the top. This way, over the top. Ogoshi. Okay, major hip throw. Check your leg. Let me make some light. I'm using my knees. So, first part of every throw, kuzushi. There. Okay, so one thing a lot of people tend to do, especially in the beginning, is over pull. We say hard pull, but they think they put all their strength into here, pull it harder. And what happens is you pull them so hard that they'll take a step, or they're so far lean on top you can't move. Right? So the idea of kuzushi, breaking off balance, is just enough to get them on their toes. That's it. That's all I need. Their balance is broken. If I go a little bit farther, I start feeling their weight leaning down on top of me. Even though he didn't move his feet, it's hard for me to move my feet because all his weight is on top of me. So you have to learn how hard to pull, okay? When to pull, how hard to pull, and what position you need to get your body, okay? And it varies from person to person. Depends on how hard they're fighting you, how hard they're resisting. It takes a lot of practice. It's a simple concept of breaking balance. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work because everybody fights differently and everybody moves differently, okay? This takes a lot of free practice, a lot of run-doing, okay? So, basic idea is take your first step. You don't want to be too close, you don't want to be too far. I would say about the width of your foot, that's about the space you need. You get any closer than that, even if you get good kuzushi, when you turn, you bump your partner, and he goes back down flat on his feet, you lost your kuzushi. Okay, so start with about the width of your foot, good kuzushi, then grab your belt, and now I have enough room to pivot both feet in, get both feet across straight, bend my knees. Very important, you have to bend your knees so your hips are lower than your partner's. So you want your belt lower than your partner's. This hand is still pulling, I'm pulling them tight to me. Here. Now I can lift up easy and rotate. Very important. We explain throws 1, 2, 3. Okay. But in reality, it's just one motion. Okay, it's a steady, constant movement. Right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You don't have to go fast, but it should be smooth. Okay. The more you get used to it, the faster you're going to get. But in the beginning, you've got to learn the steps. 1, and I call this part here half. I combine it with the first step. So it's 1.5. And I'm catching my partner, and I'm resting him here on my shoulder, the front of my shoulder. I don't want him on my hip. I don't want him here, because now I can't turn. He's blocking me. I pulled him off balance all right, and I got control, but I can't turn anymore. So 1.5. I got all this space in here. I can turn my hips and come in. Okay? Very important, very, very important. Space is critical. So kuzushi 1.5. Now this is the part where you have to learn how to relax. Okay? Once you have your partner, his balance broken, I use just enough strength to hold this position, maintain the position, relax, grab. Still maintain the position, but relax. Everything else is relaxed, so I could pivot in. And if you're stiff and you're trying to use all your power, you come here, and it's hard to turn because everything is so tight, you can't pivot. Okay? This is where you have to learn how to relax. Hardest thing to do in judo is relax. Okay? 1.5, 2. Okay? Ogoshi, major hip throw. Any questions? Okay, your partner, start.